dragon. Dun dun dun. Okay, so this is going to be a very long battle because you pretty much take out one head at a time, and each time you take out a head, the HP changes and the attacks change and things like that. So I'm starting off with a wind spell, or a wind summon, before it can screw me up. So this dragon to start out with has 5,000 HP with all 3 heads, 4,200 with 2 heads, and 4,000 with the 1 head. And each time you get rid of a head, its attacks become more devastating, regardless of the fact that it's losing power. And it's also an earth dragon, it's not fire. So it's going to be weak against wind attacks and strong against earth.
Yay, she was useful!
Yay! And I also have Jenna that has wind genie as well. That's going to help out. And his earth attacks aren't that devastating, as you can see there. So
this also is the first stage, though.
Yes.
Things will get worse.
Much worse. So, what's interesting about this boss is that once you buff, it actually can't debuff you. It's one of the only bosses in the game that doesn't have the ability to debuff. A lot of bosses have that ability where you'll up your resistance or your attack or your defense or whatever, but this one doesn't, so you can keep doing it. It'll eventually wear off on its own, but you can keep renewing it without any sort of fear that he'll get rid of it, so that's kind of cool. Its abilities, it has the ability to cure, it can curse you, it can defend, although I don't see it do that very often. It has a really annoying attack where it will target one character and it will actually set all of your genie, so you can't use them. They'll be put in reset mode, so all your stats will go down, but you have to wait for them to come back and you can't summon them, which is probably by far the most devastating one that it has. It's really quite annoying. Considering
it lowers your power in every way imaginable.
Yeah, it's quite the attack. Do you remember fighting this boss probably oh so long ago?
I do, and I remember raging at him all the time.
You're like, I hate this thing! It's mostly just survival, really. It is a really long and drawn out boss battle, but that's why I went ahead and I shopped and I bought lots of items for everybody, so that hopefully if I'm in a tight situation, especially if all my genie are set and all my stats are really low, I can heal. I have some water of life, stuff like that.
Good stuff. I think like the first time I fought this guy, I wasn't actually able to defeat him. Like I just stopped and let the game sit for a year or something, and then came back and beat him, and I was like, oh man, that was crazy.
You were like, forget it, I'm not even gonna deal with this right now.
Seriously. I also didn't know how to actually use anything except Genie at the time. So I was like, Synergy, what's that? Buffing thing, what's that?
I have no idea what this is. So yeah, it takes a little bit of everything. You want to make sure to use your genie, but make sure to also summon them before he gets the ability to drain them. Because if your genie are set, he's going to do it right now. So all of the genie that I had set for Felix, they're actually not going to be set in the list anymore. So I lost the ability to summon all of his Earth genie, so you have to be really careful. And he can do that at any time, so you can see it's all gone away. And I had a couple of them set, and in this list, they're all on standby. 8 turns, and his stats have gone way, way, way down, because normally he has close to 900 HP, and he's got about 500 now. So I'm gonna summon Eclipse, because that's one of the better ones to use on him. And what else do I want to do? I might save a couple of these just in case. I'm gonna attack. We're not doing too bad so far, though.
Giant explosion.
It's so fancy. It does a lot of damage.
It's better than doing not a lot of damage. I hate when you use some ultimate attack that looks really awesome and then it doesn't do anything, and it's just frustrating.
Or the boss puts up a shield.
Yeah. Damn it!
See, and I was gonna wait for Piers' genie, and I knew that was gonna happen, so that's fine. Plus, I summoned Eclipse, which was a little bit of water genie anyways, so that's fine. Ah, okay. So now that you know how this guy works, we basically just have to keep going with it. I gotta wait for all my powerful spells to come back. I don't have a whole lot of good anything to use. Got a couple things with Jenna here. Let's buff a little bit.
Slowly whittle away at his colossus amount of HP.
Yeah, so I mean, in total, he's got like over 10,000 HP, which is a lot, considering a lot of the bosses in this game only, you know, have 5,000 or 6,000. I think even when we fought Carcinagadio, I think they only had like something like 5,000 maybe.
I want to say like 8,000, but maybe, I don't know, because each of them had like a decent amount.
Oh, right, yeah. I forgot they weren't attached like these ones are. So this is the easy stage. So, we're doing pretty well so far. Haven't managed to die yet. But when he gets to the third head, it's pretty imperative to just kill it off as fast as you can. Or when its 2 heads are gone and it gets down to the last head, I should say. Then you'll see some real stuff go down.
It just unleashes everything that is from your worst nightmare.
Pretty much. See if I can get off a couple of these. Oh god, I have so many turns to wait for some of these. That's so irritating. Oh well. Just keep on healing. That's usually what I do if the genie are in standby mode and I don't have a lot of powerful psi energy. I usually just heal. Take the opportunity to heal if I can.
Also, I think Sheba's about to die.
Oh, is she?
Because of that flamey whatever. I forget what that's curse or something?
Yeah, I think that's Pierre's. He's got 3.
It looks like there's one over Sheba's head too, though.
Yeah, but I think when it gets to a certain number, your party member will automatically die, I do believe. Because it takes away HP every turn, and then I think if you leave it long enough, then yeah, you'll just keel over and die. It's like, oh, okay. That's fine.
Noxious. It's like the, I think it's the Doom spell from Final Fantasy series that, like, gives you a countdown timer.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, Doom. Or Death, sometimes.
Yeah.
Depending on what game you're playing.
Translation.
Take this giant whale.
He just sneezes on him.
He's like, oh, excuse me. So there we go.
Finally. One head down.
So this middle one isn't too bad. It gains an ability called Cruel Rain, which I think is probably one of the most brutal things that it has, and I hate it. It's awful. It's basically a large scale multi-targeting attack that just does boatloads of damage, and it's pretty bad. So we'll see that. And with this boss, I don't think sealing its psi energy really does a whole lot.
Yeah, it seems that most of its moves don't actually rely on psi energy. They're like special attacks.
Mostly, and I don't have anything that's going to get rid of that curse. So, Grim Reaper calls up to Sheba, and she dies.
No, Sheba!
The only way to get that removed, I do believe, is to go to a church. So, that's okay. We do have lots of spells and items to fix that.
You've planned for this.
Yes, I did plan. I did a little bit of planning. I think get Felix to fix that. And let's have Jenna summon that just to get it taken care of. And the shield move that I used, I think it was Shade, is great if you're finding yourself in a really tight pinch and you just need to like heal, take a turn to heal. Then I would use the shield because it pretty much protects against everything. And if you do get that really tough attack, the Cruel Rain, it basically negates the damage, which is awesome. I like that quite a bit.
Damage negation is pretty sweet.
It is pretty sweet. And it usually attacks a couple times in a row. So if it does Glacial Rain 3 times in a row, or Cruel Rain, I'm like, no, why? Life isn't fair.
You could say life is cruel.
You're on the ball with these puns today.
Yeah.
You're like, I'm always on the ball with puns. What are you talking about? What do we got here? Ulysses. I don't know if Ulysses will do a whole lot. Let's do speed up genie recovery time, because that seems awfully useful. And let's just attack. And these odds are pretty fair. 3 against 4.
One giant monster against 4 humans of unimaginable power.
Yeah. So still doing... Now, there it goes. There's the Cruel Rain.
Had to happen eventually.
I'm in trouble. I do have next to full health though, so
that's...
I should be able to survive. But look at this crazy attack! This is nuts!
That's like pretty impressive with the Game Boy Advance too.
Yeah. Yeah, and see, like, to Jenna and Sheba, it's going to be especially damaging. Felix and Pierre is not so much. So I guess it wouldn't be as bad depending on who you have in your party. If you had Isaac, Garrett, Felix, and Pierre's, you probably wouldn't be too bad. Garrett might take some damage, but he's kind of a tank character anyways. Definitely going to be using a mist potion, just to be super safe. I'm gonna use a nut on Sheba just to be careful. Let's summon Ulysses just to get it. Oh wait, no, I don't want to do that because I want to summon Neptune. I was gonna say let's just get it out of the way, but Neptune will probably do a bit more damage. And Shine Plasma should do some damage. Some people were pointing out to me, and I know you don't often read the comments unless I like tell you that they've directed one towards you, but
Indeed.
I don't know, you never pointed it out, but I guess I've been using really low level Psynergy this whole time. Like I've just been picking like the lamest ones off the list.
Yeah, kind of.
And I was like, oh, I didn't even notice. I guess it was just like instinct, like I just want to get rid of them as fast as I can, so I put like no planning into it. But then when I put planning into it like this, I'm like, there's so many choices, I don't know what to do. It's bad.
I was actually wondering about that. Every time I see you do it, it would like momentarily pop into my head and be like, I wonder why she's using that one and not a better one. But then I would just assume it's because it conserves Psynergy points. I was like, oh, that's probably why.
Yeah, I don't know, and people were like, hey, so you've been doing it the whole game, and it's kind of annoying. And I was like, I didn't, like, know, I didn't even realize it, just impulse, I guess. And plus the enemies really weren't that tough, and I don't know. I was like, whoops, sorry guys.
We were actually doing a challenge of the game that restricted the Psynergy use.
Yeah, use the lamest Psynergy and see what happens.
Except for Odyssey and Ulysses, or not Ulysses, whatever the Ragnarok, that's what it was.
No, it's Odyssey. Odyssey's the strong one.
Well, yeah, but Ragnarok was at the beginning of the game, before we had all of our awesome stuff.
Yeah. And I used Liquefier a couple times, that awesome one that Garrett has, just because I'm like, I forget what this is, but it looks pretty awesome.
And it's got a cool name, so...
So, that's even better. I think I'm just gonna keep Felix as a healer, because I don't think that it's gonna do a whole lot if I summon his stuff. So It's probably a good idea, seeing as how he also has a lot of HP and whatnot. Restore everyone's PP, let's do that. Oh, and Pierce has everything back, that's great.
At last!
That's so nice! Oh, and it also guards. So when it guards, if you're doing... So if you were to do a summon, and he guarded, it would be practically useless, which is really frustrating. So yeah, when we were talking about how that really sucks, he can do that too, so... He does it more often in the third form than he does in any of the other forms, but he can do it sometimes.
Probably because he's near death, so he's like, oh, I'm gonna guard, gonna play defensive, and then annihilate everything.
Yeah, so it's best just to kinda watch out for it. Let's get another one of these summons off. This should do a lot, I hope.
Take a good chunk of his HP out.
Yeah, maybe get rid of another head. I'm not really doing a lot of damage though, I'm mostly just doing party management. This is why this battle's so slow, because you're really focused on keeping alive. Or at least I am when I play, I don't know about anybody else. I guess if you're really prepared, like you have the best weapons and you have a really solid genie setup, then this would be cake, because really, since it is kind of a strategy game in a lot of ways, I think if you had a really solid strategy, it'd be really easy, but...
Strategy, schmategy.
Who needs
also,
strategy?
it seems to be a trend in the Golden Sun games that, like, most of the game is pretty easy, and then you get to the final boss, and you're just like, what is going on?
Why? What did I do to deserve this? Weaken a foe's attack. Let's try that.
No,
I don't think I need the shield. Rinse and repeat. No. Why did you have to do that? That's so mean. Oh.
Yeah. That kind of hurt a lot.
That hurt so badly. Now, I think Pierre's has a potion, so that's okay. We'll deal with that as it comes. I don't have anything to heal. Let's just use a nut on Pierre, since he has a crap ton of HP. Oh, that's great, because he's gonna guard anyway, so he can guard and I can heal. That works out great.
Yeah. Thank you, Dragon. We'll just do this.
Thank you for giving me a break. There we go. Back up to full.
Just in time to be not at full.
No!
Oh god, she was gonna die again.
Oh no! Why? You serious?
Curses!
That's annoying, because now my summon's not gonna do anything. Ugh. Oh, that's so frustrating. Like 100 damage, maybe? If I'm lucky? No, not even.
Not even. Oh, that's the worst.
That is like the best shield. Well, I want one of those.
Just prevents everything.
Well, back to square one.
I feel like we haven't been able to get any good damage in, like, this phase either.
No, like I said, I feel like I'm just kind of like sitting here.
We did get off that one eclipse though, but...
Yeah, I think we'll win. Like, I don't think we'll lose, but it's just, yeah. This is just taking a really long time. There goes the second head.
Just as I say that. Well,
so now
things get interesting.
And now things get really interesting, because it still has the ability to guard. It can only attack twice in a row. It can't attack 3 times in a row anymore, as far as I know. And it's still got Cruel Ring, which it's going to use a lot of. And now, oh, my favorite part is that it has something called Genie Storm. And what that's going to do is it's going to take out everybody's Genie, not just one character's.
Oh, yes.
So,
I remember this. This is where I would always get annihilated.
And you're like, oh, this is the worst. I hate everything in life.
It's like you have to prepare for this head and just like beat the last one and then just unleash everything on this phase.
Yeah.
It's like the only good way of doing it.
Only thing to do. And it likes to use it a lot. Like right now, it's gonna use it. It's interesting because the yep. Tells me, I swear to God.
God damn it.
The guide that I was reading was like, it doesn't use that attack very often, but I get shit kicked by this guy in this phase. He uses it a lot. Maybe I'm just really unlucky, but yeah, this is where all of your mist potions are going to come into handy. And don't forget, if this party does happen to get annihilated, which it may, we still have another party, so don't have to worry. Don't have to worry too much, but yeah, it's still a huge pain. Sheba's got tons of potions though, so let's just attack with everybody. Because your weapon should do some decent damage, especially if you have like the soul blade like Felix does. 322 damage just on its own, which isn't too bad.
Well, he decided to be nice.
I know, what a nice guy. And we've already caused around 1,000 damage to this head, so I hope that we don't have to take too much more of this torture. And we'll probably get one genie set to us per turn, which will help our stats a little bit. Not by a whole lot, but hopefully. Yeah, hopefully slowly but surely. There's not a whole lot you can do in this stage except for just kind of sit around and wait. Okay, well it's guarding, so that's fine. That's a perfect opportunity for us to get all our stuff back and to cure. See, I don't mind when it uses it so it like takes up a turn. That's fine with me, but when it totally does that on a turn where I plan to do lots of damage, then I don't like it so much. Ow.
Ooh, that was close.
You hurt me so much. God, this is gonna be such a bitch to edit. Seriously. Let's do defense. Probably could use with the defense boost, that would be nice. Speed up recovery time, that would also be very nice. And let's heal Felix.
Go, go! Do things!
There we go. Now they're all setting. Very nice. It's pretty easy to turn around, and it really depends on luck. Just depends on what the boss uses, because I mean, there's probably some people that have never seen that guy use that storm attack that takes away all your genie. I just seem to get really unlucky with it.
Especially like the opening move, he uses that and then does a cruel rain right after it. That's just mean.
Can't give up. Never give up.
Never surrender.
Something like that.
Inspirational.
Oh, we guarded and he guarded. What a waste of a guard. Damn it! Oh well, that's okay. Oh no, it wasn't wasted.
Oh well, that's useful at least. Ah!
Good. Now let's see how much damage it does now. Haha. Still quite a bit, but not nearly as much.
It's not like nail biting, oh my god, am I gonna survive?
Yeah.
It's like, oh this just kind of hurts.
Yeah, it's like, I'm going to die. Team heal, yay, I like those.
The best.
Those are always fun. Weaken his attack, and if he doesn't do a shield, Neptune should do some damage. I hope.
Yeah, it looks like he's not going to, because usually it's like one of the first.
He probably would have done it by now.
Indeed.
Die, you stupid dragon.
Oh, yeah.
No!
He's gotta be like in the last quarter of his health by now, or close to.
Well, just trying to keep everyone alive as much as I can anyways. I'm mentally preparing myself that he's going to use Glacial Rain on, or why do I keep saying Glacial Rain? I don't know why. That he's going to use Cruel Rain on every turn.
Just pain, all the time pain.
And he's guarding, great.
Yay! Now he's probably gonna unleash Cool Rain.
Probably. But I just spent the whole turn healing, and all my genie are coming back, so my stats are increasing, which is great. So hit me with everything you got there, buddy.
Haha. Called it. Call that crap.
It's kind of, yeah, it's kind of predictable, so
Ugh.
we're doing okay.
The damage. The damage.
I might have to use that mist potion, but I think he's getting kind of tired. He's like, oh, these people never die. What's wrong with them? And just to be safe, let's put the shield. Just in case he tries anything funny.
No funny business. Ah, yes.
Do it, Felix. Yeah!
Yes, that was the best way to finish it off, except for maybe an awesome summon, but still.